BetUK Handicap. Ready? They're off at a race over 1.5 miles this time. 1 or 2 taking a little stoking up to get an early position, perhaps most notably Vision of Hope. The red cap, red and white on the sleeves, drops into midfield. BetUK, black jacket, doing much more easily in the early part of the race, leads them around the first turn. To At Liberty in the sheepskin noseband, the red cap just shading second, and Beau Vintage wide of the leading pair in a yellow jacket. Basilette in the black and orange is just shading 4th place at this stage, being followed through by Rubius in the maroon and grey. There'll be about 6 or 7 lengths covering the field as they reach the top of the straight first time. Vision of Hope down at the running rail in mid-division, accompanied by Optician, who's in the pale green silks. Ross Orion in the plate, in turn tracked by Caruso, white jacket with the red cap. Working in from him to Optic, Haley Turner the purple and white, and Starfighter in the blue and yellow up the inner. Chagall is last but one, and Wilkie races at the tail of the field as they have a circuit ahead of them. They move into the turn, 7 furlongs to travel. BetUK and the nose banded At Liberty disputing it to Beau Vintage, Basilette and Rubius between the latter name pair. Break of 1.5 lengths, Vision of Hope racing on the inner of Optician in the light green, and Caruso is the shadow to that duo. Waiting in the wings, Caruso, followed further back by Starfighter, Optic in the purple and white, Chagall, the black and white on the sleeves, Handicap is last but one, and Wilkie remains at the tail. 6, 7, maybe 8 lengths top to tail as they head now for the last 4.5 furlongs. And up ahead, nose banded At Liberty, coming right alongside pace-setting BetUK. Beau Vintage is still handy on the outer. Rubius, Star on the cap, waiting in behind horses. Basilette up the running rail with the orange sleeves. Then Caruso. Optician in the light green travels well. Will need a bit of daylight as the race unfolds. Got Vision of Hope on his inner. Couple lengths further back to Starfighter from Optic, Chagall, and Wilkie remains last, and they leave the 3 pole behind her. So BetUK and Billy Loughnane still with a narrow advantage. To the nose banded At Liberty and Ali Rawlinson. Beau Vintage is pushed along. Basilette poised on the inside, knees and out, and now they're quickening inside the 2, and At Liberty is the first to strike on here, moves on by BetUK. Basilette, the orange sleeves pulled out. Vision of Hope up the running rail. Optician, widest of all down the centre, is beginning to unwind, but At Liberty's got first run on the field, and they're well inside their furlong, bunching in behind. Vision of Hope is running on. Optician is flying over the top. A horse in the form of his life comes alongside, makes it interesting. Nothing between Optician and At Liberty. Judge reaching for the magnifying glass. Chagall and Vision of Hope right in behind